netizens is another episode of news analysis. On today's episode, the Igbo Women Assembly has declared its intention to take legal action against the Lagos state government over a policy mandating the exclusive teaching of Yoruba language in public schools.
Another episode of news
Wonders
analysis.
shall never end.
On today's episode,
Wonders
the Igbo Women
end.
Assembly
This
has
country,
declared its
we get our
intention
own for body.
to take legal action
Speaking at a
against the
press
Lagos
briefing
state
in
government
Umuaha on Thursday,
over a policy
the
mandating
Igbo
the
Women
exclusive
Association
Hello,
National
netizens
President
is another
Mrs.
episode
Nneka
of news
Chimeze
analysis. On
criticized
today's
this policy,
episode, the Igbo
arguing
Women
that it
Assembly
fails
has
to
declared
reflect the
its intention
diversity
to take
of
legal action
the
against the
whole
Lagos
country.
state government
Chimeze
over a
expressed
policy
concerns
mandating the
over the
exclusive
impact of the
teaching
policy on
Hello,
non-Yoruba
netizens
residents,
is another
emphasizing
episode
the
of
need
news
for
analysis.
inclusivity in
On
language
today's
education.
episode, the Igbo
They should
Women
make it
Assembly
open
has
now, she
declared
said.
its intention
Igbo, Hausa,
to take
and Yoruba
legal
should
action
be
against the
taught.
Lagos
Is that
state
not how it
government
has always been
over
done?
a policy
While
mandating the
commending the
exclusive
Yoruba
teaching
people for their efforts in preserving
Hello,
their language,
netizens is
should
another
urge the Igbo
episode of news
community to take
analysis.
proactive steps
On today's
in
episode, the
safeguarding the
Igbo
Igbo
Women
language
Assembly has declared its intention to take
Get
legal
one thing
action
people always
against the
talk. Say if
Lagos
you go
state
to Yoruba
government
people's place,
over a
you hear them
policy
trying to imbibe
mandating the
their culture in
exclusive
their people.
teaching.
You go to Hausa
Hello,
people land and
netizens
leave
is
that one.
another
Hausa man will
episode
sell
of
you.
news
But you
analysis.
see Igbo people,
On today's
they don't
episode,
do
the
fuka,
Igbo
put
Women
English for
Assembly
their
has
head,
declared its
making sure that their
intention
children
to
must
take
be
legal
Englishans.
action against the
Now
Lagos
it's
state
turning on
government
them.
over
But
a
maybe they
policy
support
mandating
this,
the exclusive
move wey they
teaching.
wan do. You can't force a
Hello,
child to learn
netizens
just
is
one
another
language.
episode of news
It's
analysis.
good to be versatile.
On
It's
today's
better
episode,
to be
the
versatile.
Igbo
And there
Women
is freedom of
Assembly has
expression.
declared its
So the child
intention
is supposed to
take
pick
legal action
which
against the
language
Lagos
he or
state
she wants
government
to learn.
over a
As
policy
part of this
mandating
efforts,
the exclusive
IWA
teaching.
said it is organizing
Hello,
an event on
netizens
February
is another
21st
episode of
in
news
Umuaha
analysis.
to mark the
On
United
today's
Nations Mother
episode, the
Tongue
Igbo
Day.
Women Assembly
The
has
event aims to
declared
bring
its
together
intention
influential
to take
figures
legal
from the
action
Igbo
against the
community
Lagos state
to
government
deliberate on
over a
strategies
policy
for
mandating the
preserving
exclusive
their
teaching.
linguistic heritage.
Hello,
Since we are
netizens
coming
is
together
another
to talk
episode
about
of
our
news
language,
analysis.
rub
On
minds to see
today's
how we can
episode,
stop
the
our
Igbo
language
Women
from going
Assembly
into
has declared
extinction.
its intention
We are going to have
to
a
take
round
legal
table
action against the
after which
Lagos
we will
state
come up
government
with a commune
over a policy mandating the
a separate
exclusive
matter
teaching.
altogether. She called on
Hello,
Anambra State Governor
netizens
Charles
is another
Soludo
episode
to
of
address
news
concerns
analysis.
regarding the
On
activities
today's
of
episode, the Igbo
Ugwu
Women
Chamber,
Assembly has
a
declared
local
its
vigilante
intention
group,
to
citing
take
reports
legal
of
action against the
extrajudicial
Lagos state
killings.
government.
She said
over
when
a
they make
policy
arrests, they should hand the
mandating the
suspects
exclusive
over to
teaching.
the police for proper
Hello,
investigation
netizens is
and
another
persecution
episode of
rather
news
than killing them.
analysis. On today's
Aguni
episode,
Chamber
the
has
Igbo
no right
Women
to arrest
Assembly
and
has
kill,
declared its
and there have been
intention
too much
to
blood,
take legal action
letting, and
against the
killing
Lagos
of our
state
youth in the
government
southeast.
over a policy
just use
mandating
this
the
opportunity
exclusive
to chip
teaching.
in. Say I beg.
Hello,
This
netizens
killing
is
in
another
Southeast is
episode
too
of
much.
news
Killing
analysis.
Anambra is just
On
too
today's
much.
episode,
This
the
Aguni
Igbo
Chamber
Women
body,
Assembly
please
has
and please,
declared
they
its
should curtail
intention
them.
to take
What
legal
the
action
netizens have
against
to
the
say?
Lagos
What is
state
your own
government
take on this
over
issue?
a policy
This netizens
mandating
are
the
Lagos is
exclusive
not an Igbo
teaching.
land, so it is not
Hello,
possible for
netizens
any
is another
refracts to
episode
come
of
and be
news
a dictator
analysis.
to us.
On today's
Oga, you too
episode,
like
the
violence.
Igbo
She
Women
never
Assembly
shouts.
has declared
Never say
its
anything wrong
intention
for here.
to take
Drop your own
legal
opinion,
action
no dey
against the
insult.
Lagos state
This
government
one say as long as
over
Yoruba
a
man or a
policy
person cannot
mandating
come
the
to the
exclusive
Igbo land to
teaching.
alter what they want for themselves.
Hello,
So no tribe
netizens
in
is
Nigeria
another
can be a
episode of
dictator to
news
us.
analysis.
Go to the millions
On
of
today's
courts, it will
episode,
not
the
happen.
Igbo Women
The first
Assembly
Nigerian
has
capital
declared
was
its
Calabar, and
intention
nobody can go
to
there
take
to
legal
dictate to
action
them.
against the Lagos state
Another
government
netizen says it is of
over
great
a
importance for our
policy
nation
mandating the
if three major
exclusive
languages
teaching.
can be taught in all public
Hello,
schools to
netizens
promote
is
unity.
another
Abeg,
episode of
make
news
una help me tell
analysis.
this guy wey
On
first talk.
today's
Which one
episode,
be
the
you cannot
Igbo
come to
Women
our land and
Assembly has
dictate
declared
what.
its
If you
intention
check am now, he
to
might
take
no even
legal
dey the
action
Lagos
against the
state.
Lagos
And you
state
tell me that
government
it's only Yoruba
over a
language,
policy
When
mandating
you
the
interact with
exclusive
other
teaching.
languages, it promotes
Hello,
unity.
netizens is another
Another
episode
netizen
of
says a
news
community that
analysis.
turns most
On today's
economic viable
episode, the
day
Igbo
to
Women
compulsory
Assembly
stay
has
at home
declared
day
its intention
has
to
crippled
take
the
legal
economy.
action against the
Is it
Lagos state
because of
government
insurgency
over a
or its
policy
language
mandating the
barrier?
exclusive
A
teaching.
lot of people don't say,
Hello,
madam, you know
netizens
if you
is
implement
another
this
episode
thing,
of news analysis.
go your own land when
On
you
today's
implement am.
episode, the Igbo
Others say
Women
it will
Assembly
promote
has
unity.
declared its
I
intention
believe that her
to take
cause should
legal
actually
action
be here.
against the Lagos state
Wetin
government
be your own take
over a
regarding
policy mandating the exclusive teaching.
Hello netizens, is another episode of News Analysis. On today's episode, the Igbo Women Assembly has declared its intention to take legal action against the Lagos State government over a policy mandating the exclusive teaching. Hello netizens, is another episode of News Analysis. On today's episode, the Igbo Women Assembly has declared